Hello again guys, me Ryan McBurney for the LFC Team News Talk, and today it's weekly Liverpool news, and Roy McNally's here with me. We're going to be discussing a bit about Liverpool and his team, Chelsea.
Yeah.
The only reason he is wearing a Liverpool shirt is if he wants to explain it.
Well, as again, you know, Ryan McBurney is my friend, and I was just down at his house today, and he has just asked me to do a video with him of LFC Team Talk news, so that's part of the reason why I'm wearing this.
So let's get started. Big bit of news for an international team. Dejan Lovren's been thrown out of the Euros because of a fight with his coach for Croatia. But I'm not really too surprised. There was a big story about that a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I've seen that.
The thing is, he's going to be a huge loss for them. He's someone that you don't really want to lose for the Euros, is he?
No, definitely not. It's like, he's a good player, they can't lose.
It's just something that Croatia should have been dealt with.
Yeah.
And he should have done a more organised way than having to throw Lovren out the Euros and him missing a great opportunity of his life.
Yeah.
Next bit, Joe Allen admits he's playing for his future at Liverpool. That's really been on the cards for weeks now, hasn't it? Really.
Yes.
Especially, he's also become under pressure from that young lad Stuart.
Yeah, he's turned into a great player.
Isn't he? Like, Joe Allen, he's really impressed since Henderson got injured 2 or 3 weeks ago. But Stuart, he seems like he could be a new starter for Liverpool in the next coming years. There's even more of him captain inside at some stages. So comment below, guys, if you think that Allen should be starting matches or should it be Stuart. Next of all, John Joe Shelby, former Liverpool man. If Newcastle do get relegated this season, he will earn up to 80,000 a week.
More than Neymar.
I know.
Unbelievable.
That is more than Neymar. Neymar earns 77 grand a week. 3,000 more. Like, that is unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
Desperate. It's something that Newcastle may should have dealt with, because they should have maybe put a bit in his contract where if they do get relegated this season, which they are looking like doing at the minute, that he will not be earning 80 grand a week. It's desperate. So I have a bit more to go, but I'm going to hand over to Roy here to give one of his stories.
Thank you. Well, I have a short one, not like my friend Ryan, but hi there guys, me Roy McNally here. Just talking about Diego Costa. I'm talking about Chelsea, by the way. Diego Costa suspended after biting Barry, the Everton player. Like, Barry said himself that he wasn't bit. So what do you think here, sir?
To be honest, I looked at it, I was watching the match at the time. I looked and I saw this here sort of thing that Costa did, and to be honest, at the time I really did consider it as a bite. But over time, as Gary then specified that he was not bitten, that kind of got me thinking, but it's hard to decide, isn't it?
It is, because he went so close in, and like, really went under his shirt. The thing that kind of made me think is he tapped him in the shoulder. So
I will. There you go, Costa. He'll be back soon enough.
Well, he is suspended for 3 matches, so I think that was the 3rd match there, was it?
I think so.
I think so, but well, not overly sure, but he should be back soon.
Right, so Roy, I'm going to take over here and then we'll come back
That's
to you.
okay, no bore.
So, on the bit of transfer news here, and young man from Borussia Mönchengladbach being linked with Liverpool. His name's Mohamed Dahoud, and apparently he's only 21 years old and he's been linked with a £20 million move.
Serious? Like,
I've never even heard of him. Have you?
I'd know.
Apparently,
know.
I've looked up a bit about him and he's good. He's scored a few goals from this season, but 21 years old and £20 million. Please God, don't tell me we're getting another Raheem Sterling. Oh God. Now about transfer news. 9.6 million for a young man from AZ Alkmaar, Vincent Janssen. That's not actually that bad, 9.6.
No.
Apparently he's 24 years old. Haven't heard much about him, and hopefully if he does move, he'll be a good signing. I think he's a centre back. Not bad.
Yeah.
So before I move on to my final transfer story here, I'm going to give Roy McAnally his last or second to last story. Go ahead, Roy.
Just talking there. Magzia has. How do you say that name? Megza. Sorry, Megza has been starting on field for John Terry as he's injured. John Terry's injured. To be honest, Megza is starting really good. Like
it's a good way to start his Chelsea career. Like he's so young and he's getting started in front of a Chelsea legend.
Yeah, he is. Like he's just that.
He's
a good defender.
John Terry, like you probably love him. Like I know you do.
Yeah, but he's.
I see him as a sheep shagger, but.
But you know, just it's a good career to start because as John Terry's leaving at the end of the season.
Well, there are actually in talks about a possible new contract, but
impossible. But
I don't see it happening.
Don't think so.
So Roy, you've got anything else there?
Well, I'll move on to your. Have you got another one there?
I've got my last story here.
And I can move on to mine.
Yep.
McBurney for you guys.
So final bit of news, guys. Matt Hummels, the Borussia Dortmund centre back, Liverpool obviously be coming up against in 2 nights' time, has doubted his future at Borussia Dortmund, and this is actually a bit linking with Liverpool and Chelsea here because, over the past year and a half. Hummels linked himself with Liverpool, Chelsea and Manchester United. So he's one of the world's best centre backs, so hopefully we can see him at one of our clubs, probably my club.
No, I don't think so.
I just see more of a chance of him coming to Liverpool because
probably,
and Chelsea are in that much of a situation right now, but you gotta remember though Chelsea are the bigger money of club. Like in Liverpool at the minute I've spent a lot of money in this new stadium. So there's all my news, guys. Roy, would you like to have your final story?
I would. Just give me 20 seconds here.
I'll do then. So, guys, what I've said so far, if you want to leave a comment below, say if the Who would be a good signing or Johnson, let me know, and here I'll move you on to Roy McAnally.
As Begovic shouldn't have been playing in the Swansea match. Not ready for playing in Chelsea, so I don't have much to say. Courtois is the best, I think, so. But
I will. So there you go, guys. If you want to leave a comment below saying thanks to Roy for coming down and giving his opinion on his shit up club of Chelsea. We'll see you later. I've been Ryan Benny for the LFC Team News Talk.
One last thing. Begovic isn't ready for playing in the field at this point. Courtois, good player, just needs more.
Aye.
Right.